It's the wall that heals, the replica of the Washington, D.C. Vietnam Veterans Memorial, is set to be showcased right here in Erie on Memorial Day weekend.
And we've been talking about it for some time, but before that popular replica gets to Erie County, the original memorial is going through some changes. And these changes only happen when one of the Vietnam veterans who are designated as missing are finally found.
Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp shows you what they do to honor their homecoming.
One day each year, when the weather is just right, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial on Washington, D.C.'s National Mall goes through some small, yet significant changes.
When we built the wall in 1982, there were thousands who were still missing. We didn't know what had happened to them. Their whereabouts were unknown. So what we decided to do was put their names on the wall with a cross next to their name. The cross meaning that their whereabouts were unknown when we built the wall in 1982. Of course, now 40 years have passed, and as those 40 years have passed, we continue to find Americans in the Vietnam War zone and bring their remains home.
And this year, they're changing the status for one Vietnam vet.
This is Lieutenant Commander Paul Charvet.
The Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund says Charvet was finishing his last week of deployment when his family was notified he was missing. The Department of Defense says he was piloting a plane that disappeared in an area of low cloud cover and fog a kilometer northeast of Han Mi Island. Radio Hanoi broadcasts reported the next day an American aircraft was shot down. 2 years ago, Vietnam turned over presumed human remains to the U.S. for testing, and through DNA analysis, they identified Charvet.
His mother was 101 when she learned that her son had finally been found, and now is buried in Alaska where his family wanted him to be buried, and we take his cross and we change it to a diamond by superimposing a diamond over the top of that.
Now when family and visitors stop by this wall, that diamond over his cross marks Charvet is finally home. In Washington, D.C., Rachel Knapp reporting.
How very powerful. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund says about 1,500 Vietnam veterans are still missing, but for 700 of them, their whereabouts are unknown. The Department of Defense says they're still working to identify the remains of American soldiers killed in Vietnam.